Now, the race to develop a vaccine to fight the coronavirus is underway around the world. There are more than 70 or 80 projects that are underway, and India is going to play a key role. Now, the Pune-based Serum Institute, credited with affordable and innovative therapies, for instance, like a pneumonia vaccine and a dengue vaccine, has put its weight behind an Oxford University-led consortium which announced the start of human clinical trials just last week. It's one of the first such projects to get underway globally. I spoke to the Serum Institute's boss, Adar Poonawalla, about that effort just a little while earlier. Mr. Poonawalla, thanks very much for joining us on NDTV today. You've partnered with the Oxford scientists who are in the middle of human trials for a vaccine. Why are you so confident that we will get a vaccine in a few months as opposed to the 2 years that most international doctors keep talking about?
Well, that's a very good question, Nidhi. We have always said that vaccines take many years to develop to prove their safety and efficacy, partly due to the regulatory approvals also. But in addition to that, the development of going through clinics and all of that also takes time. Now, we ourselves have said it would take till 2021 with Codagenix and some other partners that we have in the US. Now, what happened after that statement was about a week ago, we were able to, tie up with the Oxford University, which had progressed a lot and already entered into human beings. So what I said was that if the human trials by September or October succeed and prove that the vaccine is safe and efficacious, and yes, there is a good chance because they were successful with the Ebola vaccine and they're very smart scientists, Dr. Adrian Hill and Sarah Gilbert. So, and we've got a tie-up with them for the malaria vaccine, which was a while ago. Now, based on that, we took some risk, and I decided, being a non-listed company, I could take that liberty of setting aside some other vaccine production and producing this vaccine at cost to get a jump start on the manufacturing. And that's what we hope to do by the end of May. We hope to start producing this vaccine so that by the time the trials get over in September, we will have a product that we could give it to Indians and the world. And not have to wait another 6 months after that to manufacture the vaccine.
That's actually really fantastic news. As you're saying, you begin production in May, so it's ready by September. How soon do you think, though, that we would have the vaccine then available on a much larger scale, on a mass scale for a country as big as India?
Well, we're one of 5 or 6 manufacturers that have partnered or will partner with them. We're the only ones from India at the moment. And, that's partly because we have different facilities that we were able to plug into. I've already sanctioned a 600 crore state-of-the-art facility to be constructed. But that'll take 2.5, 3 years, where we could probably make 500 million or 750 million doses. But until that's ready, we need to really find different facilities, existing facilities, where we can produce this vaccine. And with luck has it that we do have a small facility which could produce 50 to 100 million doses, at least, in the next 1 year with this technology and this product.
Your company is also...
And then we can scale up from there.
Okay. Your company is also in collaboration with an American biotech company to develop another kind of vaccine for the coronavirus. Tell us about that.
Well, they have, that's a live attenuated vaccine, and they're using their technology platform to reverse engineer and genetically code with removing the harmful properties of the virus. And that's how you make the live attenuated vaccine. There are different ways of doing it. The traditional live attenuated vaccines, like measles, have been passaged, which means, diluted over time as it replicates, so that you inject a very mild version of the virus to trick your immune system into thinking that, these are the antibodies that we need to produce, and then that's how you're protected. So Codagenix does it in a different way, using their genetic platform to reverse engineer this, and they're entering into animal studies as we speak, and therefore they're a couple of months behind where Oxford has already entered into human trials. What? So they're going to be a few months behind the Oxford part, and that's why we said let's add on this partnership with Oxford, and they kindly agreed for us to manufacture this product under their supervision.
When we look at the first vaccine, though, and its availability on a larger scale here in India, What are the costs that you're estimating? How much will it cost us to get vaccinated?
Okay, well, let me put that in perspective. We have at least always given all our vaccines, and we'll continue to do so at a very affordable price. That's how we've made it accessible to parts of the world where Big Pharma couldn't provide their healthcare because of their costs naturally in Europe and the United States being very high. Having said that, it's still too early to say what the cost would be, but we were arriving at a rough cost of around about 1,000 rupees because of the opportunity loss of setting aside other commercial vaccines to do it. And, given the fact that the test today costs 4,000 or 5,000 rupees, we're talking about something that will protect you for a few years, if not life. And therefore, 1,000 rupees will be a very reasonable price as opposed to 10 or 15,000 rupees, which is what perhaps some other companies may think about charging for this product, because we don't believe in taking advantage of a healthcare crisis, and 1,000 rupees really is affordable to everybody, for protection, when you're going to be spending 4,000 or 3,000 rupees for a test and other medical expenses. So we were thinking about the 1,000 rupee mark. And, if you ask me this question again in August, I could probably give you an even more accurate and realistic answer. We'll have to wait and see.
That's not bad at all. Well, finally, Mr. Poonawalla, some experts have said that we don't even know if a vaccine will actually work because we don't know what kind of immunity people can build up to this particular coronavirus. But what is the feedback you're getting, from your researchers? Is this going to end up becoming possibly like the flu vaccine that we have to get every year, or will it be a one-off?
Well, there are two questions in that, so I'll answer them separately. Firstly, as I said, we have a very high level of confidence in this technology platform because it's been used before for Ebola. Chances are very high. And, we still don't know whether it'll be a multiple shot vaccine or not. But from what I've heard from the Oxford scientists, they think that this will be a one-shot vaccine. And that's very good because you don't then have to have, the annual shot. So you save that expense and you save the people coming back again and again for a shot. So that is encouraging news at the moment. And as far as the skeptics are concerned, I agree with everyone that, look, whether it was hydrochloroquine or the antiretroviral drugs, no vaccine or drug today is proven. And I've said this myself, that please don't come to any recommendation. You can have your hypothesis, but let's wait till trials get completed. And then we can come to a conclusion and recommend what is safe and not. And until then, we should refrain from saying that anything's going to work. Having said that, it's always good to have some positive news in this doom and gloom that every day we're hearing. And, with the extended lockdowns and so many other things, it's nice to have some positive news that there is some hope coming about in the coming months.
Very important points and hopeful points that you've made there, Mr. Adar Poonawalla. Thanks very much for joining us. As you say, you're ready to start producing this vaccine by May so that it is ready to be used by people in September when the human trials end. It will probably be a one-shot vaccine, as you put it, and for 1,000 rupees. We'll probably have a more accurate cost, as you put it, by August this year.